Hello guys, welcome to C.Kraus-Photography. My name is Christian and we are here today to look inside my camera bag and what I will take with me to a 2-week vacation to Madeira, Portugal. If you're interested in that, let's get started with what's in my bag. So, let's have a look inside my camera backpack, which is the Low-Pro Whistler 450 AW or something like this. That really comes out smoothly, doesn't it? So this backpack actually is of the bigger ones Low-Pro makes, but that's just fitting all my gear. One plus side to this bag is, of course, it is a carry-on luggage size, and that's a really important thing to me. I really do not want to have my camera or anything else somewhere else as near me or in the overhead compartments. And what's in this bag? Firstly, of course, for taking pictures you need a camera. So my camera of choice for landscape photography is the Fujifilm X-T5. It's a really solid camera. It's a 40 megapixel sensor, and Fujifilm film recipes are really nice to use. And of course you can take a little shortcut in editing because you already have a basic edit done, just like a preset, but it's done in camera. And I bet you hear this every photographer say, but try to get it right in camera so you don't have that many problems later. That also corresponds to editing, of course, when it's about colors. And yeah, so I really like the film recipes. My second camera, and that's filming me right now, is the Fujifilm X-H2S. I always get confused with that. That's actually my go-to film camera when outside doing photography stuff, but also my wildlife camera because it's such a fast camera. The autofocus is just brilliant now after the latest update, but it's fast as hell, like 40 pictures a second. Actually, I really do not need that much, but better to have it than to need it. That's a saying I use quite a lot. Now, regarding lenses, I have 4 lenses. The first is this one filming me. That's a Viltrox 13mm f1.4, and it's just the creamy bokeh you get with a 1.4 aperture lens. It's so fast, and it's also really good for taking images of the night sky and Milky Way and whatever. Everything with low light, where you do not need that much depth of field, is really come in handy, and I really like this lens. The other lens I use for landscape photography, or mainly for that, is the 10-24 f4 lens, and that also is a really good lens with 10 millimeters, which is like 15 millimeter full frame equivalent. That's really good for big vistas and for landscapes in general, especially for my kind of landscape photography, because I really love to have a strong foreground interest and leading lines, and a wide angle lens such as 15 millimeters full frame equivalent, of course. That's awesome for just soaking you into the picture. The next lens is a 16-80, and that's just my standard zoom lens. It covers all the mid-range distance or focal length. That's just for run and gun when I'm out in the woods. Just want to have fun with the camera. That's a always on lens. Yeah, that's also f4 as the wide angle lens, but as mentioned, I have the Viltrox for stars, so I really didn't need to have a 2.8, so the f4 is okay for me. And then additionally to that, I have the 100 to 400. I guess that's a 4.5 to 6.3, something like this. And that's mainly for wildlife photography, for birding, and that's really for when I need that long focal length. Full frame equivalent, that's a 150 to 600. That covers the standard wildlife range, and that's also for me, pretty good lens. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, what else do I have in my bag? Of course, for these lenses and for landscape photography, I use filters. I use case filters, the Revolution series, and these are magnetic filters. And for the lenses, I have the magnetic adapter rings, so every one of them can take these magnetic filters. They are pretty easy to swap and to take on and off, and yeah, it's so much easier than these square filters I used for a pretty long time. And actually my style of photography has changed quite a lot since I bought the Fujifilm camera. I'm more like a run and gun type of photographer now. Of course the composition needs some thought, but more or less I shoot what I see, and the composition has to work. Let's say it that way. What else? I use a drone, DJI Mavic Air 2S, and some tripods. I have one from Sirui, however that's pronounced, and one from Rollei, and a Manfrotto tripod, and over time one accumulates a lot of stuff, so there are several tripods of course in use. And actually that is what I have in my bag. In addition to that, of course, some spare batteries for the cameras. Luckily they both use the same battery type. And for filming I also have the Axun 4K, so I can transform my mobile or my smartphone into a monitor, and that's pretty nice. Comes in pretty handy for filming stuff like now, where I'm just observing myself. So sorry if I look up now and then. For vlogging, of course, I have a microphone. I have the Holy Land Lark 150, which is a wireless mic, and I also have always a blower to clean my lens and blow off some dust, and also a little small rig LED light in case I need it when filming. And always for hiking, especially in the dark, when hiking somewhere to take like Milky Way images or pre-sunrise hikes, always carry a head torch with some spare batteries. That's also essential. Well guys, I guess that's it. That's all that's in my backpack. And it fits in pretty nicely. Nice and tight. I wish the backpack was a little bit bigger, but then of course it wouldn't meet the criteria for carry-on luggage anymore. So yeah, I guess I have to live with that. But my ideal backpack would be a little bigger. If you know one, of course, put it down in the comments. And also do not forget to like and subscribe. That means a lot to me. It's free for you, but it's greatly appreciated. So here we are. Let's pack it all in.